All right, so you have some TRX straps at home and you're wondering, what do I do? How do I get a good workout in with those TRX straps? Let me show you. We're gonna have 6 exercises. First one we're gonna do is the chest press. So you have 2 straps. Now they can be together at the top or wide like these are. That's okay. A couple options to make this easier. So I'm gonna demo a couple drills and I'm gonna talk about what we wanna see during it. So this is a strap chest press. You're in a nice plank position, you're dropping your chest down, and you're pressing away. So a couple of things. Feet further away will make it easier. Heels down will make it easier as well. By going toes up, heels off the floor, I get more of my weight into my arms, into my upper body, which means I have to push more of my upper body. By having my feet closer to the wall, it's the same thing, more weight in that upper body. We want to make sure our shoulders aren't rounding and taking over. So if you're coming down too far and you're finding that you're shrugging your shoulders up or your shoulders are just collapsing down and forward, when you press up, you'll probably feel your shoulders take over. We don't want that. We want to feel this in the pecs. So when you're coming down, stop before your shoulders take over. It's okay to have less range of motion and more control over it to get better at that drill. Go ahead and pause the video, do some of those exercises now. Drill that you're going to do are squats. So we're going to use these and we're going to use the straps to have really good form on our squats. So with both of the straps, you want to start with your straps close to your chest, not full arm's length away. So straps close to your chest, feet whatever distance you're comfortable with. You just want to make sure your entire foot is grounded on the floor. So with our hands close, we want to pull those shoulders down and back. The reason we like TRX straps for squats is we can keep our torso more upright. So as you're squatting down, you want to try to keep your torso as upright as you possibly can. So as I'm coming down, I'm actually leaning my chest back, but I'm using the straps to stay controlled. Because if I drop the straps, I might fall back. So use your upper body a little bit to help control, keep that torso as upright as we can, and we're just squatting. So this is your second drill. Drop down, stand up. Notice that there's no ankle collapse. I'm not dropping my ankles in, and my knees aren't collapsing in as well. You want to keep those things grounded, keep the feet grounded, and drive the knees away from each other. That is your second drill. Go ahead and do that one now. All right, your third drill is going to be some TRX rows. With your straps, you're going to face where the straps come from. We want to be in a nice straight line. I'm squeezing my glutes, squeezing my legs into each other. As I pull my arms into my sides, I want to pull my shoulders down and back as well. So here's a couple rows, then I'll talk about the individual parts. So you'll notice as I pull myself in, I'm also rotating my hands up to face each other. So I'm getting some external rotation. I'm trying to pinch some tennis balls between my armpits on both sides to engage more in the lats. And I'm stopping before I come all the way up to my feet, because if I don't have tension here, I'm not really working anything. So what I want to do is I want to stop before I come too high up to keep constant tension and keep working the entire drill. That is your TRX straps. Go ahead and do those ones now. Now the next one we're actually not going to use the straps on. It's glute thrusts. We use this to help the hamstrings and the glutes get stronger. It's a really good drill, especially if you have knee pain. You're going to drive through your heels, hips come up at the top, you're squeezing your glutes, and then come all the way back down. You really want to feel your glutes engage here, so every time you're at the top, really make sure you're feeling that glute engagement. Now, you don't want to let your ribs flare, you don't want that low back to take over, so I'm pulling my ribs into myself, I'm engaging here the entire time. Now, if that's hard for you to do, what you'll do is you'll start on the floor, and then you're going to pull your ribs into the floor until you feel your low back down. Squeeze that, keep that there, and then drive through the heels to come up. That's some glute thrusts. You're going to do those next. Next up, we have the straps, and we're going to put those straps, the TRX straps, on our feet. So you can either do it like this. Now, if you're not quite mobile enough yet, that's okay. Here's my option. I cross the straps up to begin with, then I put my foot in the straps, and then I just turn my body over. So that's a much more simple way of getting into this position. Now, all we're gonna do is we're just gonna hold a plank with our feet in the strap. So I'm gonna push my feet together. I'm going to bring my hips up to shoulder height, or maybe a little bit higher. I'm going to pull my shoulders down and back, and I'm squeezing every muscle in my body as hard as I possibly can. You'll notice I'm already shaking, and it's only been 6 seconds, because I'm trying to work as hard as I possibly can. And then after about 20 seconds, to take a little break. All right, do that now. All right, last drill is going to be for our obliques. To start this drill, you're going to have your hands on the straps, and you're going to keep your hands either on the back of your head or on top of your head. But you want to keep your hands on your head. We're going to start with our outside leg in front, inside leg back, with the feet in line with each other. Now from here, all you're going to do is you're going to drop your hips away from the wall, and then pull them back towards the wall. Drop away, pull it back. Now I'm trying not to let my torso twist and turn here. I want to keep everything in a nice straight line. Now, if your hands are coming off your head, you'll notice I'm probably just taking over with my shoulders. So we need to keep those hands on the head. Drop, and pull it back. Those are the hip drops. We're going to do that last. And that'll be a really good TRX workout. Have fun.